So I can't be with a man that makes $100,000 a year or less. I would prefer $1 million or more.
So a lot of you guys have been sharing this particular video with me, and it involves a young lady. I believe she's African American, and she has a viral clip discussing why she can't date a man that makes $100,000 or less. Now, to be fair, for most guys, $100,000 it's still looked at as a decent job in most places in America. But $100,000 is not what it used to be. I'll be the first to admit, but it's still doing better than most men. So what I'd like to do is I want to play this particular video of this young lady, and then we'll come back and then we'll get right into it.
So I can't be with a man that makes $100,000 a year or less. I would prefer $1 million or more. And there are men for me. So if you make $100,000 a year, that's great. There are women for you, but that woman is not me, baby. But do you make that? Men with money who want to provide do not care what you make. They mostly care about how you make them feel, how you look. So stop trying to compare the two. You can't be logical because logically we're made up different. But it's harder to be with a man with money because he don't need help with the bills. So your job and degrees don't really mean that much. You got to bring something else. Y'all would be with somebody that treats you bad for money. Your mom was with somebody that treated her bad for love. Stop bashing women who is turned on by a man who has figured out how to provide on a large scale. Blame God, not us.
So guys, you heard what she had to say there. I personally do not believe that she is trying to be malicious towards any group of men. She is stating what is known as a preference. She believes that she feels more comfortable with men that make, more than six figures. And if you don't make that, it's not a problem. You're just not a woman for her. Now, I'm not going to be sitting here and saying that, a man won't date her because he has $1 million. I don't know. There are guys who like different sorts of things. But what I will say is that she makes a strong point that men that have money are harder to deal with because you have to bring something else to the table. So I looked at her TikTok, and I don't know if this is joking or not. I see this video about she has booty deodorant. And she does kind of have a very urban vibe, right? So she's one of those young women from the Black community that has a very, I would say reality housewives kind of feel. That, in my opinion, hurts her more than it helps her. But could it be possible? Anything is possible. But I think what this shows for a lot of ladies out there in the Black community, that they are looking for what may not be out there for them, because there are a lot of women out here that feel like her and they don't get any body. And I'm not trying to tell women that they need to settle for less, because that's not what I even care about. It's you do whatever you want to do. But I do believe that there are some people out there, when you think about a man that makes $1 million, what, do you understand the competition, how fierce that it is? And I think that's the problem that a lot of ladies don't look at, especially if you're in cities that are vibrant. Miami's, Los Angeles, New York, DC. You're talking about a myriad of races of women that are competing, and you're the one that he's going to be faithful to. Why would that be? And I think a lot of times what women believe is that they bring a lot to the table, and they really don't understand the other side of what bringing something to the table means. I think that sometimes women think that they're loving a man and doing something right and doing this, and then they don't understand the issue. And that's going to be the biggest problem. Every woman thinks that she brings something to the table for some man, that she is a good girlfriend, that she is a good wife. She is wife material. There is no woman on the face of the earth who believes I am not wife material. Every woman believes she's wife material, because every woman feels like she's special, just like every person feels like they're special, right? That's the case. But the reality is that, shooting down a whole bunch of guys that are at $100,000 a year or $90,000 a year does that mean that they won't be at a higher range? And that's what people are not looking at. For example, for me, 2014, I was making $68,000 in a year. So if a young woman at that time would have told me, look, you're not making enough money, you only making $68,000 a year, I'm not going to deal with you. Even though you got, a good aspirations, you're smart, you have a good work ethic, and you're on your path. Don't make enough money for me. Okay. Then you go like 5 or 6 years down the line, that salary has been doubled. And then now we don't even want to talk about how many times it's been, multiplied or whatever. It's not your business, right? So then what are you missing out on? You're missing out on potential men that are already at the cusp and they're getting ready to blow. And then it's like, oh shit, now that guy makes $1 million a year or $5 million a year. And it's like, okay, yeah, you didn't make enough money then, but what about now? So do you understand what I'm saying? You have no investment in these guys. And I get it, being a woman, dealing with a man who, like I said, it doesn't have it yet. And then he gets there, or he may never get there. I understand that. But if you have a guy that's promising, like I had a girl tell me before, look, when you graduate medical school, you call me. And it's like, I graduated and then like I'm making more money than like 95% of doctors. Guess what? I'm not going to call you now. For what? You had your opportunity at the time to go through, to be with me when I was trying to figure things out. You didn't want that. So, okay, so fine. So then you go over there with the rest of the potentials. And this is fundamentally what you see going on here, guys. When you see young ladies like this one here that are talking about things, is that, they're missing out on maybe the potential of the guy. He's going to be great, or he's already going to be close. And now when he comes to get the $1 million a year, you're in line with the rest of the ladies. That's what's going to happen. You're in line with the rest of the ladies. Go pick a number. And now we're going to go down the line. And most times ladies won't even get a chance to even meet the guy. What I mean by meet the guy, I mean like to get to know him intimately, because there's so many opportunities for guys like that. And women just don't understand. Women just think like, oh, he's going to see me and I'm going to be special. Okay, just like you go to R. Kelly concert, he's just gonna see you. Yeah, you look good. You working with something, but it's not nothing that he ain't gonna like. It's not nothing that he not gonna look for or look at. He's seen it before. A lot of these dudes have a lot of opportunities with women. Too many opportunities with women. You might not even get a chance. Your man might be out there with you, for you. It's very possible. He might even be compatible with you, but the likelihood of that happening, especially when he don't need you, especially when he can drop you like a bad habit in this day and time if he wants, especially, like, what are you talking about? This is what we're not dealing with here. These guys have so many options. It's unfair. Guys who have money now, $500, $600, $700,000 a year, and if they can make it remote wherever they're at, what are you even dealing with? Like the guy does not need you. Like women talk about independent. I don't need no man. You want to really make that make sense? Give a guy $2 million a year. We'll see who don't need who, and who will still be out here looking for attention. Listen, we don't want that to be the case, guys. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. I already appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell, check out the first comment at the top, and as you know, the buffoonery remains an all-time high. I'm out.